What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the wonderful Waltz Garage. We have some downtime in between packing orders, so I'm gonna make a quick video to talk about kickflips. And not just any kickflip, the freestyle kickflip. So sure I didn't have it. I started to walk back. Now, if you've been here for a minute, you probably remember a couple of months ago, my friends and I made a video about Rodney Mullen. Now, in that video, we talk a little bit about the freestyle kickflip, and we talk about the inventor of the trick. Jacob, do you know who invented the kickflip?
Randy Mueller.
No, it wasn't Randy Mueller. Kurt Lindgren.
Who?
Now, Kurt invented the trick. I don't know if that's agreed on by everybody. There seems to always be some controversy around who invented tricks. And there's all kinds of wild variations after that, like the bull flip, there's fakey kickflip variations. We're gonna get into that later. So it doesn't really matter who invented what. What you're here for today is to learn how to do freestyle kickflips. So let's talk about how they work. Now, unlike in an Ollie kickflip, where you have one foot in the center of the board and one foot on the tail, you're going to be standing in the center of the board. We sometimes call this Bilbo stance. From here, you actually dip one foot under the board and hook under the rail of the board to kick the board over into a flip. You're literally kicking the board to flip it. Kickflip. It makes so much more sense than a kickflip, like an Ollie kickflip. Let's just take it to the park. It's easier to explain this at the park. Let's go. Like I was saying before, you dip one foot under, you hook it underneath the rail, and you flip it. You're kicking to flip. It makes way more sense.
I did not expect to win that.
Now, this trick isn't super difficult or complicated if you kind of break it down and you get used to the timing of it. You can even learn it in the grass, which I think is super helpful. So set up with your feet in the center of the board. We call it Bilbo stance. Now from here, I'll actually take my back foot and I'll kind of hang it off the edge of the board. Notice that my heel is still on the deck, but my toes and sort of the front half of my foot is dangling real low. I'm kind of dipping it down. So you'll be jumping off of your front foot, and immediately after you jump, you'll be hooking your back foot under the board and flicking, sending the board into a kickflip rotation. So I'm regular footed. The way that I learned this trick is I hooked my back foot underneath the board, I turn to the left, and I actually land backwards, or fakie. You can even practice just that motion of twisting and hooking your foot. Turn your shoulders, hook your foot. All right, now that's just one way to do the kickflip, and that's just how I sort of learned it when I first learned to freestyle kickflip, but there are other ways to do it too. There are versions of the kickflip, like the M80, the frontside M80, see varial kickflips, and other kind of versions of the kickflip, some of which were invented within the last like 5 or 10 years. Who's old school now? All right, so let's imagine that you just learned kickflips in your board. Now you gotta learn M80s. Do it right now. Stop this video and learn it. All right, you're still bored. Frontside M80s. Do it better than me, because that was trash. Oh yeah, much better. Oh, so you don't like rolling? That's fine. Pa! Kickflip to rail. What? That was bad. Let's get a better landing. Much cleaner. Of course, trash talking is distracting. So, we've got 2% battery left. I blew it and didn't bring a spare. We're gonna see if we can do fakie kickflip, fakie spacewalk, shove it out, a la Denim Hill.